Sorry about losing everybody there. Let's see if anybody picks me back up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk back along this track. I'll go down to this headland, the lower headland. So again, we're from Brooms Head here on the north coast of New South Wales. All right, welcome back, whoever that is. Sorry I lost everybody before, I ran out of internet. Very patchy around here, so I'll just stay up on this headland where I know I can get. I've got 4 bars of 4G at the moment. So what I'm going to do is walk down there because I can get 5G down there. So just let's go for a walk. And the sun's just starting to hide behind that cloud, which is annoying. So this is a very popular spot here for camping on the school holidays. But at the moment the school's gone back and there is hardly anybody around. Hey, hi Joseph, good to see you back, mate. Sorry I lost you. I lost about 50 people watching then, which is not good. Hopefully they all come back. So what I'm doing, I'm walking back down to where I know I've got the 5G, and we'll stay around there and I'll just show you. So I mightn't be able to do the live stream from over at Redcliffe that I was talking about. If we can't get internet here, there'll definitely be none over there. So I might just video it and I'll put it on the Brooms Head video that I do on the weekend. So I've done a lot of footage today. Let's keep making our way down here. Some of this cracker dust is very sharp. Ouch. All right, nearly down so we can see the ocean again. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry I lost you all. I just went too far away from the tower. We are very remote here. There's only a small community and they don't get very good internet. So let's just turn back around. Look at that. There we go. So you can see down here, that there, that's been carved out by the ocean. It just shows you how hard that's been hit over the millennia. So someone was just pull, beam, jump. Yeah, I don't think so, mate. It's a long way down. So he said he's like 25 to 30 million years ago, he's got fossils from Australia. So I'd say that's how long that's been carving that out. So that whole cliff there has all been carved out by wave action. Rico Tubbs, how are you? And I'm at Brooms Head, which is just south of Yamba, if you're looking on Google Maps, in Australia. So on the north coast of New South Wales. That's good, Paul. Glad you're not trying to get me to injure myself. Hello Helen, how are you? Yes, it is a beautiful country, and especially where we've got national park everywhere, and it stops all the greedy people building houses, and then one rich person's able to buy the whole hill and not let anybody else in. Close to Queensland, we're about 250 kilometres south of the border. Yeah, so just have a look. If you look on Google Maps, have a look at where Yamba is and then where the next headland south of Yamba. So yeah, approximately 250k south of the border. So the sun's just gone behind a cloud at the moment. Just dropping the colour a little bit. So as I said before, if you're liking what you're seeing, guys, please consider subscribing. I do 3 to 4 live streams every week. The time is 14:16. Thank you, Helen. So yeah, it's 2:15 in the afternoon on the east coast of Australia. I do 3 to 4 live streams a week, but I'm on holidays at the moment, so I'm trying to do one every day. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please consider subscribing. So let's walk around the corner a little bit to the north. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for subscribing. Sun's coming out, beautiful. So look at that. So I'll be doing another live stream here tomorrow. I was going to do it from just up there. There's a place called Redcliffe. But if there's not that good of internet here, I doubt whether there'll be any there. Thank you, Paul. It's just so easy to show you. You just come down to any beach in New South Wales, and most of the time, at this time of year, you're usually around, probably the only person around. Like, there is nobody here at all. Yes, D. Thank you for saying I sound Australian. Someone said, asked me the other day, are you American? Yes, thank you. Like and subscribe. Thank you, D. Gorgeous, yes. Thank you for subscribing, Rico, and you are my #1 fan at the moment, so thank you for being involved in the conversation. American, yes, that's what I thought. But then they said, I saw some friends that I knew and I was talking, and when I was talking between the two of us, or the three of us, they said, yes, now we can hear you're Australian once the slang comes through. Thank you, D. You're like the only one there. Wow. Yeah, there were some people up there on the top, but they've all gone. So I'm the only person. There's not even a fisherman out now because the tide's high. So there's no one down there. No one at all. No one out there. And if we look into the caravan park, there's one car going around. That's the way to get to the lookout. And here comes a car with a caravan. Many sharks there. There's sharks everywhere, mate, but they usually don't come in because look at all the reef out here. There's just that much reef. There's no need for the sharks to come in. There's no need for the sharks to come in and annoy us in here. But over every school holidays and every weekend when there's surf lifesavers on in New South Wales, we have a drone in the air, and the drone just patrols up and down the coast, about 500 metres either side of where the flags are. And if there's a shark in the water, we tell the patrol captain, and then patrol captain can clear the water, get an IRB, a rubber ducky on the water, and then with the drone doing overwatch, the drone, we can scare the shark back out to sea. But they don't bother us much here at all. We've had a couple of shark attacks, a couple of fatals, but you think how many millions of people swim in our beaches and dive and fish, and there's hardly anybody. I said before, there's more chance of being injured in a car crash. There's probably more chance of a coconut falling out of a tree and bonking you on the head than getting attacked by a shark. No, it has to come a long way for us to get to Australia. But if it did come down this far, it's got to get past Indonesia. So if it did come down here, maybe Western Australia and top of Australia, Northern Territory and Darwin. But I can't see it getting through the Indonesian archipelago. Yes, Joseph, where there's 51 beaches in New South Wales that have drones that fly there every school holidays and every weekend that there's a patrol on. So yeah, all the major beaches have got drones, especially here in the far north coast of New South Wales and around Newcastle, because they say Newcastle is where the great whites breed. How far? The closest town, the next biggest town would be up there, and that'd be Yamba, and that'd be maybe 30 kilometres away. We get tsunami warnings here all the time. If you get an earthquake off the west coast of America, then we get ready for the tsunami over here in Australia. But we've never had anything like what happened at Banda Aceh, where the tide sucked out for a couple of kilometres and then this wall of water came through. That was so frightening. Being in an emergency service, basically you're just picking up bodies. That wouldn't be fun at all. Hello, Raynal Mastripatra. I'll just call you Raynal, how's that? How are you, mate? Thank you, Jeff. It is a beautiful view. So we are at Brooms Head, which is, if you look on Google Maps and look for Yamba, Y-A-M-B-A, and look just south of Yamba, you'll see Brooms Head. So we're about 200 to 250 kilometres south of the Queensland-New South Wales border, I would say. Don't quote me on the exact distance, maybe 150 to 200. It takes me 2 hours to drive here from my place, and I'm right on the border. So guys, I've said this before, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please consider subscribing. I do 3 to 4 live streams every week, and at the moment I'm on holiday, so I'm trying to do one every day. So please consider that if you're enjoying what you're looking at. So I might, still got 3 bars of 4G, I might head back up this way a bit. I'll go up to the top lookout and I will look south again. Sun's coming out, that's looking good down there. Hey Tim, yes, where are you, mate, to get the tsunami warnings? Does anybody know how big the earthquake was in Russia and how deep it was? If you could let me know, that'd be good. So like I said before, there is not another person around here. There's up on just behind me, there's a lookout and there's one car up there, so probably 2 people. But yeah, there is nobody. 8.7, that's a big one. 8.8. Thank you, Doc, and thank you, Top Layer Security. Tide's dropping. I might be able to get down on the beach. So what I might do, will we go up to the top or will I go down onto the beach? Let me know. So that there's no sand on that beach, it's all pebbles. They're all rocks down there. Might look like sand, but it's not sand. They are all rocks. All right, I'm going back up. Wow, water is beautiful. Yes, thank you, Amberley Rose. It is beautiful there. You wait till we get to the top and I show you the south side of this headland as well. The south side goes for about 20 kilometres to the next headland and next creek system. It's called Sandon River and it's just a camping spot. So there's nothing from Brooms Head here all the way to Sandon. It's remote as remote. Doesn't get much more remote than this. Artem, how are you? We are at Brooms Head, which is just south of Yamba on the north coast of New South Wales in Australia. So we'll just make our way through this little bush track. I'll head up the road and we'll go to that top lookout. Okay, we're on the road. Thank you, Alexander. How are you? How is everybody today? If you go down, I wouldn't stay long. DC long. All right, we'll go up. Such calm. Hey, greetings from Argentina. Are you like traveling? Taking a walk, or what are you up to? Alexander, I live just north of here, about an hour and a half drive north, and I've just brought my daughter down to go camping because I'm on holidays and she's got 3 days off, so we just thought we'd come down here and get away. Artem, how are you, from Miami, Florida? But this is close enough that my wife and I actually drive down here on the weekend sometimes just to get lunch. So that's how close it is to our place, just an hour and a half drive. Hour and a half to 2 hours. All right, back up the top. So there we go. So we were just down there on that headland there. And we just walked back up to the top. And right up that end bit there, that's Yamba and Ngowri. Thank you, Amberley. It is beautiful. Poisonous servants? Or do you mean serpents? If If you mean serpents, yes. You've got to keep everything closed. No, I've never travelled to South America. Lashan, how are you, mate? Serpent, yes. Never been. I've been very quiet on my travelling. I've done Indonesia 9 times, surfing, of course. I've done Japan. I go to New Zealand all the time because that's a 3-hour fly straight across the ditch to New Zealand. Makes it very easy. It's winter at the moment, so all the snakes will be in hibernation, and there are spiders. I've got a lot of spiders at my home in the garden. What was the other one? Serpent, yes. So when you're camping, you don't put your feet straight into your boots. You might have a spider or a snake that's curled up in there when you've gone to bed. And there've also been we have these things in Australia called swags, which is it's like a sleeping bag, but it's made out of canvas. And if you leave that open, the snakes will actually curl up in there or curl up behind you where it's nice and warm. So you have to be careful, keep everything locked and check everything. And I think we have 9 of the 10 most poisonous snakes in the world here in Australia. So yeah, just be a little bit careful. You see snakes. I've been out bushwalking, you see a snake, you don't bother, it won't bother you. Wear boots, wear hard denim jeans. Thank you, Amberley. Wear jeans, and also if you're going out, we actually have bandages in Australia for snake bites, and they've got markings on them, and when you put the bandage on, you have to pull the bandage tight enough that the markings turn into squares, and once they're in squares, that's at the right tension to stop the poison flowing through the body. Doc Steve, yeah. But apart from that, I've been here a very long time on this earth in Australia, and only seen a couple of snakes. Again, they don't really bother you. The sharks don't bother you unless you're very unlucky. Same as anywhere. You might run into a bear, you might not when you're in America. You just got to know, you try and be bigger than the bear, or you have a bear spray or a flare or a gun just to try and scare it off. The brown snakes you can't scare off. If they want to harass you, they'll actually chase you. So the brown snakes, the eastern browns, are quite treacherous. Alright, we might walk over and have a look on the south side again. We've got a couple of seagulls just out here. Keep looking out, and then we will... There's 2 carloads of people. Oh, 1 carload of people just there. Find a spider. Like I said, it's winter here, so nothing's really out at the moment. But that's looking down to Sandon River, which where is it? There. That's Sandon River right there. And between here, Brooms Head, all the way down to Sandon, there's nothing. It's all national park. And then when you get all the way to Sandon River, there's just a camping ground there. That's all there is. If you're at Sandon, they don't even have toilets. They just have pit toilets. Amberley, yes, there's a tsunami warning if you're in Japan or the Americas, Alaska, Washington State, I'm pretty sure. But Russia had an earthquake, 8.8 on the Richter scale. Now I don't know if you can see this, but you can see Sandon River there, and if you look right out there on the horizon you'll see two islands. That is the North Solitary Islands, and a young guy on the surfboard at Coffs Harbour the other day got washed out to sea and ended up on the Solitary Islands. That's 13 kilometres offshore. He got washed out 13 kilometres. Yes, Doc, Steve Irwin was very good. We have snake catchers, but you hear Steve Irwin, actually the snakes didn't get him, the crocs didn't get him, it was a stingray. And he swam over the top of a stingray, and the stingray thought it was a crocodile or a shark going over top, and stuck its barb straight into his heart. And apparently, this is only on second-hand hearsay, but they tried to pull the barb straight out, and then once they pulled the barb out, again this is hearsay, he bled to death. They couldn't stop the blood because it went into his heart. They should have left it in place and then made their way back. So his father had a missing person on the son, and they found all his clothes on the beach at Arrawarra, which is just near Coffs Harbour, and he had a fishing rod and a surfboard with him. And apparently, well, I work for Surf Life Saving, so you find out where the person went in, that's your datum point, and then you work out the wind and the currents, and then for 20 minutes he might have been able to float for 1 kilometre. So you have a 1 kilometre radius search area, so you've got helicopters, IRBs, people on the beach, and then after an hour, 2 hours, the search area slowly expands, and I think they found him the next day or the day after. So that search area went right out to past those islands, and that's where they found him. I was just saying, Kaylee, that a young guy was at Arrawarra, just near Coffs Harbour, and he got washed out to those two islands straight out there, which are North Solitary Islands off Coffs Harbour, and they're 13 kilometres off the shore. So he was very lucky to be found. He might have been able to signal the helicopter, had a phone or something. We've actually had people with a, I'm not trying to brand here, but they had a Apple Watch on, and oh, here comes an eagle. There it is. Look at that. Majestic beauty. Turn, camera, turn. There, where's it gone? There it goes. So how's that? Beautiful eagle. And here comes its mate. Just here. And then right behind it is, looks like a magpie, which isn't happy having two eagles fly through its nesting area. Yes, my life, it is beautiful here. And like I said, there is one person on the beach I can see just in there, and that's the only people around here. Down there, maybe 3 or 4 kilometres, there's a car with 3 people on the beach. So that's 4 people in 20 kilometres of beach. Yes, Amberley, I live very close to the water. It takes me, as the crow flies, I'm about 3 kilometres, but it takes me 10 minutes to drive there. But I'm far enough back. I used to live on the beach at Currumbin. But when you live on the beach, you get the salt air and it rusts everything all the time. Now I'm far enough back where we don't have the salt spray getting back that far, so which is good. Yes, it is a cool eagle, and we have a lot of seagulls flying around us at the moment too. Where do I live? I live what's called Fingal Heads, which is right on the border of Queensland and New South Wales. So if you look on Google Maps, look for Fingal Head, not Fingal Bay or Fingal in Tasmania, but Fingal Heads, and then you will be able to see where I live. It's a tiny little hamlet there of 500 people. India. Beautiful. Guys, if you're liking what you're seeing, please consider subscribing. I do 3 to 4 live streams every week from these beautiful locations, and I'm on holidays at the moment, and I'm trying to do one every day. So I was going to do one from a little bit further north where all the kangaroos are, but there's no internet up there, so I'm going to have to do another one from here tomorrow. So hopefully it'll be a little bit different tomorrow. We have a nice hi Ohio, and your brother's from Florida. Very good. So you can see this is just stunning here. What I might do is just walk down this track a little bit. I'm not going to go as far as before because I lost everybody. I lost internet, and then it was trying to reconnect. But I'll just go through here. All right, I'm through. So we've got all the native flowers out at the moment. And we've got a few hanging around, so we might actually see some spiders around here. But what I might do is just go to the edge and sit down there and give you the view. But yes, guys, please consider subscribing if you're liking what you're seeing. Try and grow my channel, and the more I grow, the more YouTube will push me, and then I'll be able to show this beautiful landscape. Thank you, my life. High intensity. I'm from Australia, Intensity. Thank you, my life, for subbing. And we are at a place called Brooms Head. So if you look on Google Maps, we are just thank you, Amberly Rose. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And my life, you are my number 3 fan at the moment. Thank you very much for being part of the talk. Yes, so we're at, thank you, Farhana. We are at Brooms Head, which is 150 to 200 kilometres south of the New South Wales Queensland border. So if you look on Google Maps, have a look for where Yamba is, and then go just a little bit further south, and you'll see Brooms Head. And as I was saying, this is all national parks, so there is nothing from here, which is a little township and a caravan park, 20 kilometres all the way around. And we have, what's it called? Sandon River, and that's 20 kilometres of nothing. And then that Sandon River, there's nothing there except a camping area. There's not even any toilets or water. You have to take everything in with you. People actually drive from Sandon into Brooms Head to get ice and food and stuff. I'm from Mexico, the Mitchell Angel. How are you? Green, blue and white, so pretty. Yes, it is. Looks sharky, SC always. It's the ocean, there's sharks out there. Really, they don't bother us. They probably swim under us all the time, we don't even know. because they're so well camouflaged. And I'd say you have more chance of being killed by a coconut falling on your head out of a coconut tree than getting attacked by a shark. 95% of Australians live within 20 kilometres of the ocean, and where just about everybody is at the ocean every weekend. So hardly anybody gets taken, or if you do, wrong place, wrong time. So you don't go in the water early mornings, you don't go in the water late afternoons, you don't swim in murky water. The bull sharks love murky water because they can sneak up behind you. And you don't swim when there's a school of fish or school of bait fish coming through. So just be smart. Yes, we have a tan because we are always at the beach. I'm at the beach 6 days out of 8 every week. I have an 8-day roster. I do 2 days, 2 nights, then 4 off. So I'm at the beach 6 days a week. And if I don't get to the beach, my wife just says, "Go to the beach, you're driving me crazy." It's Wednesday and it's 2:45. 2:45 in the afternoon here. So the sun's just starting. Let's just turn around and have a look. The sun's just slowly going down. It's nearly behind the headland, maybe an hour and a half it'll be down. Let's go. So that guy in the corner there is having a fish now, so he's having a good time. Oh, sharp rocks. This is shale here, and it is very sharp. Okay, we have a car up there too. Finally, somebody else has shown up. So yeah, guys, it's Tuesday, 9:45 p.m. in Mexico. Lovely, you're 6 hours ahead of me, so you belong to the future. Yes, and our day is slowly starting to wind down on a Wednesday. In New Zealand, it's now 4:45 at night in the afternoon, so they're really starting to slow down now in New Zealand. So that's all National Park. Yes, I think you'll have a nice day today, my life. That's your future. So guys, if you're liking what you're seeing, I've said before, please consider subscribing. I'll stop annoying you now with my subscribe messages, but it really helps my channel. And when my channel grows, then YouTube keeps pushing this out to more people. All right, so we've got 2 bars of 5G, so I'll move back up a bit because I walked down there before and I lost everybody, and then the phone was trying to reconnect. So I'll just walk up here. There's the gate. And we'll just head back over the other side. We'll have a look down there, and then I'll walk down to the lower part of the headland, and then I'll wrap it up in about 10 to 15 minutes, guys. Because this is the second one, because I disconnected before, so I had to stop and then restart. What animals? So over there, that's Redcliffe. That's where I was going to do a live stream tomorrow, but the internet's not that good over there. But over there, they have emus, kangaroos, and echidnas. Do I know Dixon Myanus? You should have came here the other day, Adrian. We had the joke section then. Do you know any other funny jokes? Adrian Gross. Yeah, I know how you got your last name there with that disgusting joke. Was funny though. Very good, Adrian. Ah, yes. So that's the lower part of the headland. So we'll go for a walk down there. Still nobody around. It's unbelievable how there's nobody around here today. There's one car behind me and it's got two people in there, and they have their bed on their roof, so I'd say they're going to try and do free camping somewhere. Oh, come on, Adrian, keep it nice, keep it nice. There's females on this channel that probably wouldn't appreciate that one. What did I have for lunch? Well, I had chicken wings done in the air fryer. My daughter and I had about half a kilo of chicken wings, so it was a very nice lunch. And tonight for dinner we're going to do salmon with chips. So it'll be a nice little dinner. My daughter's actually down sitting in the sun reading her Harry Potter books. She just loves Harry Potter. And she's 19, so she hasn't grown out of the Harry Potter series yet, which is good. Like I say to her, don't grow up too fast, because you're not a kid for long, but you're an adult for a long time. So try and be as stupid as you can for as long as you can. I'm still an idiot. I try to be my kid. My wife always tells me to grow up. But no, be a kid for as long as you can, I believe. That's my philosophy on life, if anyone's interested. If you want a clean joke, I've got one. The other night, I was at a restaurant and this guy, a prawn hits me in the back of the head. And I turned around, I just looked at this guy and he goes, "That's just for starters." And then there was a fire at a circus the other day. It was intense. No one laughed at my jokes. They were my best ones. So there you go, look at that. Beautiful. I said I was at a restaurant the other night, Amberley, and there's something hit me in the back of the head, and I turned around, it was a prawn. Some guy had thrown it at me, and he goes, "This is just for starters." Do you get that one? All right. So I'm just going to walk down to the end here. A starter, in case you don't have that in your country, a starter is an entree. It's called a dad joke. My daughter hates them. "Oh, Dad, you're so embarrassing." Well, there's some people on the beach there. They must be feeling the cold. They're in puffy jackets and jeans and shoes and socks. I'm standing here in a pair of board shorts. Oh, appetizer, that's it. But in Australia, we call it starter. We just look over the edge there. There's a couple of seagulls. Okay guys, this is where I'll call it quits for the day. I'll be back same time tomorrow. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I won't turn it off for maybe 20 to 30 seconds. So just please consider subscribing if you haven't, and then hopefully I get to see everybody again tomorrow. See you guys. Look at this wave breaking. Beautiful. See you guys.